Welcome to today's video. We are overlooking St Michael's Mount. You can see that lovely bright white sun in the sky there. It's been a lovely day, very windy though. Tide is coming up, but that's not going to be too much of a problem. And we are sort of like between Perranurthno and Marazion, which is over there. And we're going to just have a go at painting St Michael's Mount in this sort of hazy yellowish sort of grey light. So it's going to be a quick one on this little plywood panel, which I'll put traditional gesso on, and I've got a burnt sienna ground colour on there. Usual palette, I'll go through that later, and we're going to get started because it's evening and we've got about half an hour before the sun sort of goes down, so we'll be able to see the progress of the sun actually as we're here. Quite nice. Right, better get moving. Gonna put some terps in here, painting medium in there, which is going to be stand oil and terps 50-50 mix. Got some warm white, cadmium yellow, lemon yellow, Naples yellow, cadmium red, magenta, Indian red, raw sienna, raw umber, bit of violet over there in the corner. Got some ultramarine blue. This is a new paint which I'm using today because I haven't got much cerulean blue there. This is a Wallace Seymour sky blue, so I'm going to try that. So I brought that with me today for a change. No cobalt blue today. Bit of ivory black from last time, which I might put some more out, and no sap green either, but it's all in here, but I'm not going to use it unless I really need it. Oh, terps, which we haven't put out.
Oh, we had the video actually.
Yeah.
Did you?
Just check it's going. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get some terps. Let me just think. Well, I want that sun up there. That's important. The sun has got to go up there. But I don't want to cut the canvas in half. It's going to be really quite tricky. This is. We'll have to lower that down, aren't we? Not sure what to do here. Let's just get something on there. Let's get like a violety grey. Let's get something in place. That's the middle there, roughly. So I don't want that to go there. So I'm going to have to go a bit lower today. We're going to go down there. Something like that. So we'll have St Michael's Mount. So I want the sun there. So I want St Michael's Mount to be here, like that. A fly landed on my nose. Is it gone?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's like that. That's going to be something like that. So now I can get, just using these couple of round brushes here, 2 rounds, a filbert, small filbert, and a sort of filbert cross flat. It's a bit of a rect brush. All my brushes are rect. So let's get this. Whoa, nearly went. Let's just get something in for this sky, nice and quick. So what I'll do, I'll make that more violet, that where the sun's going to be. So then I'll make the sun quite yellow, and then that will stand out, you see. That's the plan anyway. Some nice waves coming in. Luckily we are higher up than where we originally were thinking of going, which has meant we probably won't be too affected by the level of the tide. So I'm just going to, that's not the right colour. Oh, okay, yeah. sun looks really nice. You can take a good. So Madeline's more interested in a be real than my video. Colour of the water actually is quite nice. I'm going to have to get some of that in now actually while it's still there. Actually that's really quite pleasant. It's gone quite yellow, that has. Yellowy orange glow in there. I'm just mixing terps with the paint at the moment. And as it goes back that way, the water gets sort of darker and greyer over there. Just run something a bit darker through that little bit there. Just have a quick scrape through. Right, let's continue with this water a minute. See, that's quite bright. More like that, I think. That's quite nice, actually. See some of that lemon yellow in with it. I can feel a bit of spray coming. Like, is it coming? Not raining, is it, Madeline? It's spraying up. Try and get that sky in now. Again, down here. That's where St Michael's Mount is. Let's just get that across there, and then I'm going to put that in like that. I want to get that sun in, you see, quite quick, because while it's looking like that, it's quite nice. Let's get some. Add a bit more colour up the top there. There's more colour actually coming into the sky now. It's getting a bit more sort of yellow, isn't it? So I want that violet-y colour over here. The sun has moved across, hasn't it, Madeline, now? Quite a bit. Already. Let's try and get that sun in before it disappears. It's almost gone already. Look at the colour of it now. So when we arrived, it was really sort of more over here, and it was really bright. So I want to get that in now. See that sea spray then? Just come out of nowhere and splattered all over the board. That's quite hard to put in actually with this wind moving the arm around. Let's try again like this. So that's what it looked like a minute or two ago. Run something like that across here. lighten this up now. It's got a lot lighter. So add some more of that up there at the top. That's where the so that's Naples yellow with a bit of cadmium red. It's actually quite light, but I want to keep that area like it is because that's what it was like when we arrived. It was that bright sort of whitish sun. And then we want to get this Naples yellow with some cad red and a bit of white maybe, or lemon yellow to lighten it there. Get that down here. I'm painting quite thick now actually, it's quite good fun. So I'm just rolling the brush on side on and painting fairly thickly. And that's actually quite good fun. So I'm working quite quickly yet again because of the time of day. See, Madeline doesn't do mornings, she doesn't know what morning is, so that's why we end up coming out most of the time in the evening to do our videos. Let's get some of this across here. Now I'm going to scrape that back a bit. Let's see if I can improve this. I can't really see what type of colour that is at the back there, that's the problem. Colour is quite difficult to sort of judge what it is. Running across there. Yeah, something like that actually. It's more of a. There's quite a lot of that here and there. If that makes sense. The waves just pick up. Let's get something in at the back there now. Let's see now. Bit of Indian red. And with some ultramarine blue. That's too dark. We'll lighten it with that mix we used for the sea. This has got to come out and over like that and then go down. So that. I think that's going to run along like that. Let's get some bigger marks in the foreground. And we just put a bit more of that up there, I think. At the top. Sort of scumble that in a bit. It's got a nice sort of green on the top of that hill. And up there. And there's a cool green, we'll use that. Well, there's Seymour paint over there. And this just neutralise that colour a little bit. That needs to just sit in there. Darken this up a little bit. in here. Make this slightly more sort of violet in there, so that should stand out a bit better then. And I'll do the same over here. Let's see if we can get that a bit more like what it is. It's probably better. If that runs along like that. So we use the lemon yellow with black, and then let's put a bit of violet in there. That's quite grey actually, that might work better for up there. That bit climbs its way up there, sort of like that, and then that, basically the rest of that then, some areas are sort of stone, and then the rest of it is that darkish green, which I can't seem to get. Let's use ultramarine, cadmium yellow and some magenta into that to try and get this dark green. We put magenta in to sort of neutralise it a bit so it's not too harsh. A bit more blue in there. So that runs across there. Drag that down. And that. And it just goes up a little bit there. And then runs off across there. And that disappears then into the background. The tone's very similar there. Bring that down. Monastery. Woods. In some of these areas you need to have a steady hand. It's impossible when the wind's knocking you all over the place like this. Right, that's more like the colour we need for up here now. That goes up there. This goes across there, and like that. Right, now we're going to get back into that sky a minute, try and improve this cut into the island a bit to get the shape a bit more like what it should be. Something like that. I don't like that sea. I'll do something with that, I think. I don't like that at all. I reckon that'd be better up there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Move it. Scrape it off.
So that needs to be up there more. There's quite a light bit on that, just in there, which is quite light. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shift that sun. Let's move it. Take that off. So I'm just going to put that in there. There's a few areas in that distance which are lighting up. We'll get a few of those in, I think. Put this yellow back in. I quite like that was there. And from there as well. What colour we got here? Let's lighten that a little bit in behind there. Just going to put a bit of this Naples yellow and red into here. Don't think that's made much difference. I can't remember now whether it had like a more of a halo. It definitely was like a white ball, wasn't it? I'm just going to go around that. So cut into it a little bit more for now, and make that a bit more violet-y like it was when we arrived in there. I think this is going to have to be looked at when I'm in the studio, I think, to see if I can alter these colours a little bit, because I think it's gone a bit grey. But I think that'll have to do us. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Well, this is, but say so far, I'm not going to do any more now because the tide has come right up, as you can see, just there. Come right in, and it's spraying up now onto us. There's a fishing boat out there. Yeah, it's come out there on the rocks, fishing off the rocks. So yeah, we're not going to do any more now. The colour's gone as well. It's completely changed. The sun's gone down and it's completely changed colour. So that's as much as I'm going to do. So we'll have a little look at that when we get back inside tomorrow and see what we think. That's St Michael's Mount on the 4th of September as the sun went down in oils. Isn't it mad then? So yeah, that's as much as we're doing today on this one. We'll have a little look at that back in the studio. Oils on board, bit of plywood, and there's some sea spray coming onto it now, coming off the rocks right behind where Madeline is. I'm just about to push her into the water now. Some great waves coming in. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching, and see you again next time. Bye for now.